So let's talk about one of the biggest predictions I've got that still hasn't come to fruition yet, and I think we're getting ever so close. Let's get to it. So we're going to start here on CoinMarketCap. The total market cap of crypto globally stands at $1.66 trillion and is up 0.45% at the time of recording. And we've got Bitcoin at 43,396.54. This is up 0.93 in the past 24 hours. But look, there's an awful lot of headlines to get into, and first of all I want to talk about the prediction that I've been I guess forecasting to come to fruition Q3 this year, and I've been talking about this for over 12 months, and yeah, things are starting to get heated up, and maybe it's going to be sooner than Q3 as I predicted months ago. But I still think there's going to happen, and that is an almighty crash in stocks and crypto. So we're going to dig into that and the biggest headlines in the crypto space. But before we do, check out 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗀𝗧𝗏.io and see whether becoming a member is something of interest. We've got additional perks like alerts, so you can get to understand what we're buying, when we're buying it, and all our staking movements, whale alerts, and all sorts of different things. We've got trader insights, so we've got trading ideas or signals as they are termed in most cases, on-chain data, and education, so you can learn how to do Elliott wave theory and good risk management and all that sort of stuff. You can also request technical analysis from our team, and they will draw it up for you, and much more. Go check it out, link in the description of the video. But I want to talk about China to kick things off. Their stock market has been very volatile recently, hit a 5-year low for many stocks. This has seen a lot of Chinese protests and so on, and regulators have stepped in to kind of stop some short selling and stuff like that, which has really not had the biggest impact as they perhaps thought it would. But why do I bring this up? Because I have been forecasting a crash in the stock markets and crypto, right? And people think I'm crazy with talking about a 50+% crash when it comes to stocks and crypto. And look, I can understand why. But what I would say is everything's on track, right? We're talking about bear market rallies. I still think that's what we're seeing here. We've got the rally into the actual recession that is on the horizon. Now, I guess, the blood's already in the streets in certain parts of the world, but, I guess people's views on crypto, with it being really bullish, the narrative is that it's bull market time and we're off to the races, and I don't think that's really the case. So look, there's more problems. Regional banks, again, I've been talking about this for over a year now, trying to prepare our community for what is coming, and I strongly believe that this is coming, right? If you're in regional banks in the US, I would be moving to more government-backed, bigger banks. I do think that we're going to see some regional banks fail and be liquidated, and a lot of this is going to start really becoming apparent to the vast majority of people on the 11th of February, I believe. So lots to dig into. I'm going to share this stuff in our Discord, which is free to join, link in the description of the video, rather than go through it in more detail here. We've got so much news that we need to cover off, and you must stay till the end because this stuff is really important to understand. We got Genesis seeks approval to sell $1.6 billion in Bitcoin and Ether Trust holdings. Nearly 1.4 billion of Genesis assets are held in the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, the GBTC, which has since converted to spot exchange traded fund, an ETF, which is the spot Bitcoin ETF. So look, one thing that I want to flag to everybody again, kind of aligned to the stuff that I've just talked about, you know, crashing stocks, crashing crypto. All these companies that were struggling have gone bankrupt or are going through processes of liquidation and stuff like this. They're all bombering rushing to get the asset sold now, right? Whilst we're in this move to the upside before the pending crash that I've been forecasting for some time. So look, I'm expecting absolute carnage. I'm expecting a lot of sell pressure, and a lot of this is in plain sight, but people aren't putting the dots together. And we've seen CEOs of like Facebook, selling their Meta stock going into 2024. Record highs for some of this stuff. So not surprised. But I think there's going to be people that are surprised when regional banks fail and when, the Fed do that pivot, which is when I think the crash is going to happen. So what you tend to see, and 100% accuracy on this indicator, and everybody knows I'm not really a fan of most crypto indicators, but indicators with stocks, for example, that have, way more data over a longer period of time, for me, that have 100% accuracy are ones that we need to pay attention to. And whenever a Fed pivot happens, we always see it followed by a crash. But 9 out of 10 times you see an increase in values of like stocks, crypto in the lead up to this happening. And that is what we're seeing right now, in my opinion. You can let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Really interested to understand where you see things heading. We got January saw Bitcoin's highest monthly volume since September 2022. We got Plan B predicts timeline for new Bitcoin all-time high. He says Bitcoin won't go below $31,000. I beg to differ. I think we will. And he says by Q4, we will have the all-time high for Bitcoin. Now, the only way that happens, and the reason why I'm even talking about this guy's prediction, is, for this to actually come to fruition, we need to be having a pivot from the Fed like soon. Yeah, Q1, Q2 at the latest. Now, I forecast Q3, and if it happens in Q3, which I'm starting to think it's going to happen earlier, then this prediction from Plan B won't come to fruition, in my opinion. But let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. We got Spanish Treasury to seize crypto to pay tax debts. Look, lots of governments recently are going after low-hanging fruit when it comes to being able to seize crypto. We've seen Germany do it. We've seen the UK do it. We've seen the US do it. We've seen China do it. Not surprised to see this. It's one of those governments around the world do seem to be trying to get their money or their hands on crypto, I should say. Hong Kong urges crypto investors to check platform status as licensing deadline looms. We should be aware of all this stuff. Got to be keeping an eye on the naughty lists for platforms. Another thing to highlight, $9 billion a year state-of-the-art system tracks stolen crypto funds. This is being used over in the US. I think it's really positive, and I think we're going to see more and more of this, more seizures. Just be aware of it. And then South Korea proposes FSC screening for crypto execs before employment. So basically what this is, and again, I really do think this is something we should see worldwide, is we're going to see the executives that run big crypto projects, before they're able to take those positions, they're going to have approval from regulators. Again, great way of getting rid of bad actors in the space, in my opinion. Look, I hope this video was useful. It was insightful. Join us in the Discord for more meaningful conversations with Nick, myself, and our team and the community. Free to join, link in the description. I'll catch you in the next one. Mash up that like button, subscribe, and all that jazz. And if you want to find out more about Bitcoin, check out Nick's video here. Take care. I'll catch you in the next one.